Hi, and welcome back to Darren Bernard's Poor Boy Crafts. Today we're going to be making some bridges and some fence posts for the Quidditch field. I got it this way because I'm my own videoer and I need to zoom in sometimes. So we're going to try it this way, and hopefully we'll be able to get everything we need on video. Like I said, this one's going to be a short one, but if you like what you see, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It is free, and share it to all your friends. That way we can build our subscriptions up and have some more fun with it. First off, what you're going to need for the fence posts. Some craft picks. Now, these were bought at Hart's for $3.09. It's a big old pack of them. I actually got them at a yard sale for like 50 cents for the whole thing, but because Hart's is out of business now. But these make really good fence posts. We'll be getting to them later. We're going to start with the bridges. Now, is what I'm going to use. Going to use some toothpicks and an old ruler. This ruler is about 1 inch wide, which is what we need, because remember in the gaming world, 1 inch square equals 5 foot. And if you remember when we was doing our board, all of our squares were 1 inch thick, and when I made the moat, it's 1 inch wide. So we're going to be cutting this now a little bit more than 1 inch because I want it to overlap, and we'll get to that when we do that. But so I'm going to make this 1.5 inches. So I'll bring my ruler in here. I'll put it right up against there. Just like that. Let's see if we can zoom in there so you can see real good. Yep. Then we'll mark it at the 1.5 inches, which is pretty good. Bring it down like that. That's our 1.5 inches, and that's going to be our bridge. So now I'm going to grab a X-Acto knife. Be really careful. These are sharp, but I'm going to just kind of score it right down the mark. I'm going to score it several times. And then that should just pop off there. See how well that did that? Now I'll take the knife and I'll clean it up, being very careful, keeping your thumb out of the way. If that cuts you, you'll know it. Very good. Okay, now that's got our basic bridge. Now all bridges are not planked, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw in here with a pencil boards. We'll use the rest of this right here, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just want it to be a straight line. Just take your pencil, draw into it. Go down a bit. Draw in a little bit more. You'll get about 5 boards on here. Okay, now we got them. Like I said, they're not perfect. But now we're going to take that pencil and dig deep, because this is soft wood. And we're going to dig deep into them lines. When you're done, you ought to be able to bring your hand across it and feel them right there. I'm going to go ahead and put another board in this one, because that one's kind of wide there. So I got 6 in this one. Dig deep in there. You ought to be able to, if you run your fingers like this, you'll be able to feel them. And that's what we want. Now we're going to turn it over. Now you see, and using a ruler, this really helps, because like I said, our moat is 1 inch wide. So now we're going to put braces on the bottom of them, like the little or big poles you'd see on a bridge, sticks. But we're going to use toothpicks for that. So grab out a couple of toothpicks, but we don't want them too close to the edge because that'll get in the way. So we know that this is an 1.5 inches, so we're going to go back at least 1/4 inch and run a bead of glue, and then take your toothpick and just lay it right over top of it. Easy peasy. Do the same thing on the other side. At least come in at least that 1/4 inch. I'm taking it a little further just in case. Make sure you got enough glue on here because you want these to hold up. Okay, there we go. We're on there. Give that a second to dry. I'm going to take it back here to blow on it here a bit. Okay, and that's what the bottom there looks like. Now we're going to take a pair of sharp scissors. Now you can take just about anything. Let's see. I just bought me a pair of cuticle cutters right here. Now them will be perfect for this. So now holding on to the bridge and the stick, just bring that up like that and clip it off. Open her up. Make sure you hold on to that toothpick because you don't want it to go nowhere. Now, the toothpicks are only visual. They won't hold any weight, so you don't really need a lot of glue. So, and that's what your bridge will look like there. See what I'm talking about? The little braces, right like that. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to take my little X-Acto knife here and clean this up a bit. I used a little bit too much glue there. So I'm going to clean that up just a hair. Very good. Beautiful. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint this. Now I'm going to use nutmeg brown. That's my color of choice. I like that. I get it at Walmart for 50 cents a container, which is really cheap. 3 something for the bigger containers, but you know, if you only got 50 cents, just get the small container. You'll be good. But you know, if you don't like that, you can get another color brown. You can actually go to Dollar Tree. They have some good acrylic paints there. What is it called? I got them here a second. Well, I don't remember what it's called, and I don't see it. Oh, hold on. Maybe that's it right there. Yeah, Art Time, Sergeant's Art Time. I think that's what it is at Dollar Tree. That might be what it is. But at any rate, it's a really good acrylic paint, so, you know, you can use it. It's really, really fun to use. But like I said, I'm just using the nutmeg brown, and you can use any brown or any color you want, really. So now I'm going to do the top. Now, if you'll see, that actually stays. You can actually see the boards. We'll do the bottom here. Even though the bottom won't be seen after you get it back in, you know, I'm kind of a stickler for details sometimes. Anybody seen all my other videos? I'm sorry I had to let my other site go, but, you know, made a boo-boo and put the wrong email on it, and that cost me. But we got this one going, and we'll get it going again and get all the subscribers back to this one. But I mean, that video or that channel's still out there if you want to see some of my older stuff. But this channel, I'll be doing some new stuff and having some fun with it and just really trying to enjoy myself here. There we go. There is a nice bridge. Now, if you remember right, we needed, I think it was 4 bridges. So I made 3 in advance. There's my 4th one. So they'll be ready to go. So I'll just set them over out of the side. So our next video, we'll be able to put the bridges in. So now we need fence posts. Now, like I said, I like to use these, and I'll show you why here in a second. The tips have a round. It's easier to glue twine onto this than it is a toothpick. But now, if you don't have these, if you can't get these, You can use toothpicks. Toothpicks will work just as well because they don't need to be this long. All they need to be is about 1.5 inches. They only need about that much. So is what I'm going to do, first off, find my brush. There it is. And I'm going to paint it. That's the first thing I'm going to do. But I'm only going to paint it down to about right there because I don't need it to go any further than that. And I'll grab me a junk piece of styrofoam, stick it in there to dry. We can do several of these because, I'm going to be going all the way around my, going to go all the way around the circumference of the Quidditch field. So I'm going to need a whole lot of them. So, but yeah, just paint it up. And like I said, if you wanted to, you could do multiple colors. If you wanted to go multiple colors, you could do that. Now, I did a whole mess of them up ahead of time. Got a whole bunch of them. I don't know if you can see all of them in there. I think I got the too low. But they are dry, so they'll be ready for the second thing. And this, again, is real easy. Grabbing hold of the painted color, you'll want to come down to just right below where it's not painted. Just snip it off. Then take your X-Acto knife and carve a point. That way when you put it in the styrofoam on the Quidditch field, that's what you got. And so you can go all the way around. So we'll go ahead and snip off another one. Carve it down. And you want these to be the same size when they're in there. So that's pretty much what it's going to look like all the way around the Quidditch field when we get it. But that's your fence post. Another thing you're going to need when we get to that is twine. I got a big ball of twine. You can get these just about anywhere, hardware store. You can get them for a couple of bucks. Get them at Walmart real cheap. Get it at Dollar Tree sometimes. So Dollar Tree normally has this type of twine. Now, you can use this type as well. In fact, this would be prettier. Make it look more like a Quidditch field. They have it in different colors, black. I think it comes with 3 of these in a thing. Like one's black, one's red, one's yellow. So you could use them and go all the way around it, by gluing them up like that. But we'll cover that in the next video. So right now, y'all just have a good evening and take care of yourselves and have fun.